Hello, 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 hello. This is Pastor Mike, and we have a special edition today. We have a holiday noonday class today. I don't want to even call it a Bible class, but it's a noonday class today. And if you can hear me real quick, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm doing something a little bit different today. And so just let me know, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, everyone. But I'm so excited. We are a few days away from Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, Granny says 5 thumbs up. Okay, she can hear me. Great, awesome. And hey, I just want to say this. I'm going to go on and bring somebody in here who I don't even know if she knows she's on here live. But Simone, she doesn't even know. Can she see? Can you see, Simone? Yeah, she says she can. Okay, good. Simone, can you talk for me? I want to see if I can get your volume up.
Yep, I'm on here.
Okay, she's on here. All right. Well, I tell you what, anyone who want to join us today, if you want to, you can go to our Facebook page, and I'll get as many in as I can. I think I can get maybe 6 in, and but we're just gonna have a good time on today. And I just wanted to hear from you guys. Y'all who listen to me teach every week, and I thought that this would be a special edition on today. It's good to see Monica on here, and I got Simone. Simone's on here live. She's all up in here looking like Hollywood. Look.
I don't know how I did it though.
Yeah, you just click the link, and what happens is you come in where I am, and you're in what's called the green room, and then I click you on, and then you jump on the screen. You're on the screen with me, just like right here. Yep, that's where you are. But I want to say welcome to everyone for this special holiday edition. Give some shout outs. Let me know who's out there. Harriet Hollingsworth, Tamika Gilmore, Granny's on here, of course. She gave us the thumbs up a minute ago. And so as you join, just jump in. Let us know who you are. As I always say, y'all know what I always say. Wipe your feet, take your coat off, and sit a spell. And that just means wipe your feet off means to hit that thumbs up button. That's what it means. Hit that thumbs up button. And but it's good to see everybody here. And but before I get into the teaching today, I always like to, especially during the holiday season, such as Christmas, I always like to make sure that we put what's important, and that we keep Jesus Christ the center of everything. And so I do want to read a couple of scriptures here today as it relates to our holiday season. And let's look at this scripture here. I want to look at this one here. Luke chapter 1, 28, 29, and we'll read through about 33, something like that. But I just want to keep what's important the main thing. And it says, the angel went to her, speaking about Mary, and said, greetings, you who are highly favored, the Lord is with you. And it says, Mary was greatly troubled at his words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be. And verse 30 and 31 says this, but the angel said to her, do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And this is why we're celebrating this season. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Jesus. He will be great and be called the Son of the Most High God. The Lord God will give him the throne of his father David, and he will reign over Jacob's descendants forever, and his kingdom will never end. I wanted to just kick it off there. The season is all about Jesus, and you've been hearing the same thing over and over and over. And want to bring Simone up here. The season is it's all about Jesus, man. That's what it's about. And so we want to keep what's important. Gila, it's good to see you. Kanina, hey. And as I stated earlier, if you would like to join me on today's broadcast, and uh, what I'm going to do is give you the opportunity, if you like. I want to hear from you, and some of the others might want to hear from you. Um, why Christmas is special to you, and why is Jesus the center point for this season in your own estimation? You know, I do all the preaching. I do the preaching all the time. So I just want to hear from y'all. So if you all want to join me today, I think I can take maybe about 5 or 6 people. I know Kevin is supposed to join me a little bit later because we wanted to talk about something else that's really important also during this season that we want to highlight and be aware of, not only as it relates to ourselves, but to other people. So if you want to join us today, just go to the Facebook page. And at the top of the New Birth Church Facebook page, you just click on that link, and you'll come into the green room, and then I'll bring you on stage with me and Simone. All right. And we're just going to have a good time today. All right, everybody. All right. So before I get into talking and all of that kind of stuff, I do want to mention something, Simone, that's really important. And it is this article that I found. And I'm going to see if I can find this article really quick. And especially for this holiday season, I think that's really, really relevant to what's going on in our world today, and especially around the holiday season. I found this article, really interesting article, a write up from the Mayo Clinic, and it's on depression. It's on depression. You know, during this season, that there are more reported suicides, um, mental breakdowns, and other mental disorders taking place during the season than almost any other season throughout the year. And I just wanted to make sure that all of us are aware of this issue, especially as it relates to depression. Here's an article, as I stated before, by the Mayo Clinic, and it gives an overview of what depression is. It has a little YouTube video attached to it, but I don't want to get really heavy into it because I want you to read it. All right. Mayoclinic.org. And you can just type in depression, and you'll get straight there. But it's a really interesting article. I think it's really relevant for where we are today, especially in our society. There was a young man, it was brought to my attention, a young man, and he had committed suicide. And some of you, Nydia was on here earlier. She might know who it is. And Laura, God bless you. Thanks for tuning in with us. This young man here is the one that I want to show you. Here it is. Here's the picture. And I'll bring that up here. You all remember this young man? I think it happened a week or so ago. He's a well-known, there it is, Twitch. Lakeisha James says Twitch. Yep, that's his name. Yeah, Erica, you're right. Twitch. Erica, how are you doing in St. Louis? It's good to see you. I saw you on the prayer line this morning, too. Good to see you, Erica. I'll tell Ruth I saw you and that you are on here. But I thought it was very interesting. And to be honest, in our men's ministry meeting this past Saturday, we had a room full of men. Powerful. It was a powerful setting this past Saturday. But Kevin brought it to my attention. He says, Pastor, you know what? I think we need to at least mention this concept of depression during the season. And it's real. It's real. You need to pay attention to the signs. And that's what I want to get to. I want to look at some of the signs of depression. Now, we know the scripture tells us what? To cast all of our cares on him because he cares for us. That's something that I want you to allow to resonate within your heart during this holiday season, especially if you start to feel a little off or a little secluded or a little sad from time to time. I want you to refer back to that scripture. Cast all your cares on him, for he cares for you. I want that to resonate within your heart. But going back to that article, this article here, I'd like to show you again. Let me bring it here on my screen so I can read it. It talks about what depression is. Talks about what depression is. And then it mentions the symptoms. And I'll go through some of the symptoms really quick. It says feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, or hopelessness, angry outburst, irritability or frustration, even over small matters, loss of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities such as sex, hobbies, or sports, sleep disturbances, including insomnia or sleeping too much, tiredness and lack of energy. So even small tasks will take extra effort. Reduced appetite, weight loss, or increased cravings for food and weight gain, anxiety. And we all kind of get that, don't we? Sometimes during this season, agitation or restlessness, slowed thinking, speaking, or body movements, feeling of worthlessness. There it is, or guilt, fixation on past failures. Wow. Self blame. Is this resonating with anyone? Some of you say, I think about these things every now and then. Trouble thinking, concentrating, making decisions, and remembering things. Frequent or recurrent thoughts of death. This is important. Suicidal thoughts, suicide attempts, or suicide. Unexplained physical problems such as back pain or headaches. Now, I'm not saying if you have any of these, you have depression. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is this, people of God, is that if you have these symptoms and they tend to happen around Christmas a little bit more frequently, and you find yourselves closing yourselves in, being more irritated than normal, just kind of pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to yourself. It talks about depression symptoms even within children and teens. It's a great article. And maybe you don't suffer with depression, but can I tell you something? A lot of people around you actually do. Yes. And just like that young man Twitch, and some of you guys can tell me a little bit more about him. Uh, he was a dancer, world famous dancer. I think it was on the Ellen show often and different shows, and he's in different venues. Married, I think he has children. Am I right? Help me out, Tamara. Tamika, Twitch, yeah. See, you all of you know him. Granny said she didn't know him, but Granny knew what a thought was this past Sunday. She knew what that was, but she didn't. She doesn't know who Twitch is. But let me see. It's he didn't look like he was depressed. He didn't look like he was depressed, right? 3 children, yes, married with kids. Married with kids. Okay. And so, I mean, he has it going on. He's on television, on YouTube. He was on everything. Instagram, dancing, looking happy. See that, and that could be that could be troublesome too, because you might look happy, but might not be happy. And so we never know what's going on, what type of storms are brewing inside of a person. So I'm just saying during this holiday season, be aware of these things, especially people's moods and emotions during this season. And the article also states this. Let's go back here really quick, and then we'll move on. But I couldn't go without mentioning this. And it says these are some things you need to do, especially when you feel like you're in a season of depression. One of the things you need to do as a pastor, I would say, is start praying immediately. Another thing you need to do is you need to contact a suicide hotline. If you really start feeling really strange, don't sit there and have these feelings all by yourself. You can call 988 Suicide and Christ Lifeline, and you can call that at 24 hours a day. You can Google it on your phone, get on your laptop, whatever, and you can connect with 988 Suicide. Yep, 24 hours a day. If you're a U.S. veteran, you can go to the Veterans Crisis Line, right? And you can even chat online. And so all you have to do is Google. Don't sit there in silence suffering. All right? Don't sit there in silence suffering. And so it gives you a suicide line also. It also tells you to reach out to a close friend or a loved one. It says contact a minister, a spiritual leader, or someone else in your faith community. And so what I'm doing is I am just trying to get in front of it for you. Is that okay, everyone? I'm trying to get in front of it for you and to make sure that we are all safe and healthy during this holiday season. Can I get a big amen there? Hey, I want to hear from some of y'all. Simone's on here with me. Simone, it might be me and you just riding today. It just might be you and I riding today. Uh, but I just want to hear from you guys as to what does Christmas mean to you? You guys listen to me every week, all the time you listen. What does Christmas mean to you? And I'd like for you to jump on here, go to our Facebook page, New Birth Church of Louisville Facebook page. And at the very top, you'll see a link and click on that link and you can join me here and I'll bring you on the program. You don't have to be shy. I know some of you are working and you can't actually join me, but Tamika, if y'all can jump in, I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear, Erica, what you're doing. I hadn't heard from you, Erica, in a long time. Anyway, you need to jump on here. She was one of our praise and worship leaders. She still is one of our praise and worship leaders. How's that? But she had to relocate back home and take care of some family issues and some other personal issues there with her family and helping mom out, who had gotten sick. And she's a great daughter to go back home and help mom and dad out. But so if you can, if you're not working, Erica, jump on in here. And I told you last week it was going to be a different type of program we're going to have today. And Simone, you with me, Simone?
I'm here.
You here? So
Yep.
Simone, what's going on?
Well, I'm at work on my lunch break. Well, I'm at work. I'm not on my lunch break, but I'm here. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, to kind of piggyback on it, on Twitch,
Mm,
more and more, um, you see where people are starting to actually come out and show that they have a problem. Are you starting to be more aware of it? Uh,
mm.
we had a little family situation where we kind of thought something was going to happen like that, but it didn't. But I mean, we were all on it. Um, I've had to help, a family member who was kind of going through some things to be able to reach out, to get help, especially during the pandemic, and to find
Yeah.
out he was still utilizing that service. I was happy. I was
Is
happy
it?
because that
You said
it,
a certain service. What type? What type of service? You don't have to
uh
give all the details, but
therapist, uh speaking with a therapist, speaking with
gotcha.
a Christian therapist. So I made sure I found that particular kind for him,
Mm,
uh, and it's helped him a lot, a whole bunch. Because just because it's a family member doesn't mean that we still know everything about them.
true. True.
We and just like that guy, he looked happy. He looked like he had it, going on in life, but he didn't.
Right.
He
Right.
he was suffering silently.
And that's so unfortunate.
It is.
Simone, sometimes especially, uh, we tend not to want to admit we have an issue.
Mhm.
and especially if it's associated with being a type of mental issue, and a lot of times because of the stigma, I guess that's associated with mental issues. I guess so. How did you get your family member to consent to seeing a therapist? Was it
I
easy? Was it an easy process, or did you
It
have
was
to do a
very
little?
easy. It
Okay,
was easier than I thought it would be. Um,
okay,
After listening, and then I came out with that suggestion, and he was like, "Okay."
hmm.
So I searched and found somebody, and it's worked out for the best for him.
And that's good to hear. That's really good to hear. And that person is still going through therapy now, right? You said
Yes. Hmm.
cool,
Which I was
cool.
surprised. I was surprised. I thought, they probably went through it, and because I didn't keep, going back saying, "Well, how's it going?" and "Are you still doing?"
Hmm.
Just just told me that they were, and I was like, "Wow, that's good. That's good," because that's just like you have to start looking at it like how you go get your hair done, or the things
Mm.
you do for yourself.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, you also have to maintain your mental
I like
by
that.
any means necessary. So
I like that. Sometimes even as Christians, we tend to, and we tend to say, okay, I'm going to trust God, and we're supposed to, because God's first, right? That's who we worship. That's our Creator. Uh,
mm,
we're saved. God provided salvation for us through His Son Jesus Christ, and so everything is focused towards God, and we get that. But God also places other humans around us that can
mm,
help us walk through this journey on earth. And all of us have something that we deal with.
yep,
All of us have something. And we shouldn't feel like it's a stigma to go reach out and ask for help, I guess. Simone, what do
yeah,
you think about that? I don't know.
I agree. I mean, it doesn't make you. A lot of times, men really don't want to say that they need help mentally. You know, us women, yeah, I got something going on, but men seem to tend to be like, I'm gonna work this out. I don't need any help, and you know,
Right,
and not
right,
always true.
right. Well, somebody else just joined us, Simone.
Hi, Kevin.
How's it going?
Going good,
Can you
man.
hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. You have about a second and a half lag, but we can hear you just fine.
Okay, great, great.
Tell us
Yeah,
where you are, Kev.
I'm on the highway. I am headed to Texas.
Headed to
Like the
Texas. What are you doing down in
like the great
Texas?
uh well, I was in Houston. I have two more in Arlington, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And yeah, it's the 8 shows, uh 10 days.
Okay, so you have a couple of shows down there. You said in Houston.
Yes, sir. Houston,
Okay, Houston, and did you say Arlington?
Arlington, Texas.
Arlington, Texas. Well, hey, Kev, we're right in the middle of talking about what you and I had mentioned in the men's ministry this past Saturday rather, when we were
Right?
talking about you mentioned Twitch.
Yes. Um, which was the reason why I bring that up, or you know, um, it comes to depression, especially a lot of men that
Hey, Kev, you kind of going out on us a little bit.
um, I'm sorry. Okay, pretty good.
Uh, I could hear you, but you're kind of sputtering. I think you're in a funny area, I think.
Well, if they, I just want to kind of touch on it because you know, dark season for a lot of, and especially when it comes to men, don't like admitting with that they deal with. It's like a sign of weakness. While to kind of discover and to learn that about myself, just to that it's okay, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, and Simone just said that. That's exactly what she just said right before you came on. Is that men tend to struggle with depression and other mental issues, and we'll do it in silence because we don't want people to think we're weak.
Yeah, and it's a lot of it, it's like depression. It convinces you, even though you're not exactly the same as a loss of a loved one. You know, it's unexplainable. Wow,
Yeah. So you said
where
it's
it's just
uh it's like the loss of a loved one, so to speak. Yeah.
yeah, it's the same weight.
Mm.
So, and a lot of times you don't even with communication. I mean, talk to someone. It it's it's a lot deeper than that. On just it's a weight. It's really. I wish I had for it, but when I go off the deep end and things, it's just so fragile in that place. When you talk, even when you talk about the wrong, like, person a with a telling you, hey, do these, and you can't get there because you're so bogged down.
Mm.
That's the uh, deeper than it's just it would if it's like talking to a person that's starving. Just go over there and some food. you know, I wish it were.
Yeah, yeah. And but yeah, hey, we got most of what you were saying. You were kind of going in and out on us, but I got the
Sorry
fact that
about that.
yeah, I know you're traveling, so it's kind of tough. But you're right. It's that weight is tremendous. And Simone was just mentioning that right before you got on. And but hey, just for those of you out there, we're going to be on for a few more minutes. If you'd like to join us, and we're going to be talking about Christmas, what it means to us, and also why Christ is like that center part of what we do around Christmas, even though we're opening our gifts and some of you are with families and you're eating food and all that kind of stuff. And of course, Christmas is on what day, y'all? Type it in. Type it in. Christmas is
Sunday.
on what day?
Sunday.
Sunday. And Simone, you know what, Kev? Do
Yes,
you know I
sir.
actually heard a person came to me and said that they invited a person to church Sunday on Christmas, and they said the person said, "But it's Christmas." As if to say, why am I supposed to go to church on Christmas? And to the Christian, it's like obvious. It's kind of like, well, for us, if Jesus is the reason for the season, he's our savior. Why not go to church for about an hour and celebrate Jesus first? And then we go do everything else we do and have fun and drink our eggnog and all that kind of cool stuff. And I thought that was kind of funny. Kevin probably dropped out. His reception is low. I don't know where. Simone, where did he say he was? Anyway, I don't know.
Somewhere in Texas,
Down in Texas.
headed
Okay.
towards Texas. I didn't get to
Yeah.
actually his exact
I know for
where.
some people on the stream or who might be watching it later don't know who he is. He's a comedian, and he travels the country. He's a member of New Birth Church. His name is Kevin White. He's a comedian, and he has a couple of shows he's doing during the holiday season down in Texas. So he and his family, they're down there uh, traveling, and so he'll be performing down there. And so keep him in your prayers also, he and the family, as they travel during the holiday season, and that God will bless them with traveling mercies, keeping angels on the north, the south, east, and west of the car, protecting them from hurt, harm, and danger, and also blessing them with a safe trip home. All right, so keep Kevin and his family on your prayer list. But yeah, if y'all want to join, man, Simone, I think they're more shy than what I thought. They're a little bit more shy, I think, than what I thought. But we
Well,
were
I'm
dealing with
surprised
this.
I'm even there. So
Well, if you weren't on here, I guess I'd be by myself then, right? But Simone, you want to say anything else about this idea of depression and mental health issues and people reaching out, especially right now, to get some help?
well, I had somebody say this issue is an ongoing issue, and why was everybody like reacting to it when Twitch passed away?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even really reply back because my answer is why not? What difference does it make? I mean, this man passed away, and now we're talking about it.
Mm.
And sometimes it takes something to happen in order for people to be like, dang, like he had it going on, and I would have never thought, and maybe I do need to get some help. And even
Right.
if we all just kind of spreading it around, I even posted the suicide hotline number, or what, that 982 number or something like that. So I even posted that, and um, because it's important. It's very important, and we live in a time now where things are just going too fast and happening too often, and
Mm.
you need that maintenance.
Yeah, you do. And I'm like you. Um, yeah, it is an ongoing issue, but what if it was your brother? What if it was your sister? What if it was you? I mean, you would want attention brought to it so that people could help. That's what it's all about, Simone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just
Yep.
people reaching out and helping. Erica says she can't find the button to push. Erica, should be a link on the Facebook page that you could get to. Let me see. This is my son calling me. Hey, I'm on my podcast, my holiday edition. I'll call you back. All right. All right. Bye bye. But yeah, it's a link here. Let me see if I can pull that screen up. Facebook. Let's see if I can find that. Here it is, Facebook New Birth Church of Louisville. Check this out. Y'all see it? Can y'all see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. If you go to this area right in here and see that blue link there, if you click on that, you can come in and join us. And we would like to hear from you. So, Erica, try that. Go to New Birth Church of Louisville and go to the Facebook page. You see this right here? This is a picture. It says Holiday Edition right above it. You see a link, and just click on that link and you can join me. You'll jump in the green room, and then I'll bring you on stage with me and Simone. And we're just going to talk about Christmas and the importance of Christmas and the role Christmas plays in our life as Christians. We'll just talk a little bit about it. I'm looking for some folk that ain't too shy. And you can come on here. You don't even have to talk much. We just want you on here hanging out with us. Is that all right? All right. But Simone, what was I saying before I got off a little bit?
I think we were still talking about the depression,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
which is another thing that kind of take you over into Christmas. Um, I of course I know what Christmas is all about. First and foremost, it's about
Okay.
Jesus,
Hmm.
and then you got the Christmas holiday, which I absolutely love as well. But as I've gotten older and have lost a lot of my, my day one, family members, I
Mm,
tend, if I'm not careful, I will too get into like a little bit of a depression. Like I wish my mother was here. I wish my father was here. I wish, and
right.
different things like that. So because this was a time, it's always a time for family with us. You know, it's always a family time. So you kind of miss those staples.
Mm,
So
that's true. And y'all have I mean, you have a big family too,
yeah, we do.
a big family. And here's the thing about y'all's family. As large as it is, they're all close.
Hmm.
I mean, super close. I saw Sean on here just a minute ago. Sean was on here a few minutes ago. I saw him. But your family is huge and they are all close. And when it's time for cookouts, everybody shows up. And I think that's so beautiful. But you're right. Um, I was talking to one of our members, I think it was last Sunday, and they were talking about the Christmas season, how it's bittersweet and that they're not around a lot of their relatives. And, things happen within the family that kind of broke the family apart. And so they kind of feel lonely during this holiday season. And so, and I was just sending out words of encouragement to them during this season. And so, Simone, for you, you miss your members who have gone on, but I wish there was someone who would chime in and jump in on here uh, who might have a family that's somewhat fragmented. And how does that feel? And how do they cope with that? And maybe they can help someone else out. I don't know. That would be interesting, Simone.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
mean, but I don't allow it to take over because I have a large family. I want everybody to be happy. You
Mm.
know, um, we got all those grandkids and just different things like that. So it don't make up for it, but it makes up for it.
Yeah, yeah. Especially the baby. Listen, with all those babies running around, if you
Hmm.
tried to be sad, it wouldn't last too long.
Nope, not long at all.
Hey, get out of the punch bowl. Come over here. Come over here. Sit down. Fix this
Yep,
doll for me. Fix this toy. That. So it's
yep,
always something going on. And
yep.
but man, that's awesome. But so Simone, Christmas. I'm not going to be long if they don't want to talk to us today. I don't know. But Christmas. What does Christmas mean to you?
Me.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. On one of our group texts we did yesterday with some family, I said once we had got this one issue kind of resolved, I said now let's get back to Jesus, family, and this Christmas
Mm,
celebration. So I mean that's all it's all it is to me is this Jesus and my family, and that's how I even approach my life. It goes God, my husband,
mm.
me, and my family, and then everything else.
I like
So
that.
Christmas is just a time when we can kind of get together and have a good time, and and sometimes you get to see some people that you don't normally see.
Hmm.
And with the pandemic, you didn't get to hardly see a lot of people during those last 2 years. So now
Yeah,
we'll get to see a few more people and do a little bit more. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah. I appreciate Christmas for the same reasons you do too, as far as Jesus Christ being the center of it all, and it almost reminds you of a, a bit of heaven, a piece of heaven for a moment. How it's going to be when Jesus returns for his church, and some of that, being around family members, having some peace and things like that during the season. I, to be honest, I don't see how you could celebrate Christmas and it all be just about gifts and eating and drinking. That's just like a party of, you can do that any time of the year. We do that, Labor Day or
Yeah.
whatever, 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Mm-hmm.
To
Mm-hmm.
me, Christmas should be more special, and it should be aimed at something that's much bigger than what we are.
Yeah. That's why I'm really glad that this year is it fell on Sunday, and that we
Mm,
will be on Sunday.
that's true. That's true.
It's really a
Yeah,
great way to start this Christmas out.
yeah, yeah. That's true. So yeah. Okay. Tony says, she says, I'm at work listening. Erica says she's looking for it now. I'm gonna go out and come back and see if I can see the link. Okay. So hey, I don't know if she found that link or not. Timberland, how are you doing? You ought to jump on here if you're not busy and tell us what Christmas means to you, and the role of Jesus in your life. Granny says, my family is not as close as I would like, but I am happy for the ones that are here. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Cool, cool. All right, all right. But all right. Well, Simone, I think we're going to end this program today. And Kevin, he's driving, so I know he dropped out on us. I'm pretty sure he's probably in one of those dead zones. But I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone, and to also, if you're in the Kentuckiana area, do not forget we have church this Sunday, and if you could get there around 9:50ish before we get started, so we can all start on time. And its service is going to be about 1 hour. It's about an hour service. We're just going to have a good time worshiping God, listening to some good singing, and our dance ministry. Y'all know we have one of the best dance ministries in the country, and our dance ministry will be ministering on Sunday, and we're just going to have a good time. And I think the Pimpleton Singers will be with us Sunday. They're going to be singing also from Love Fellowship. Bishop Pimpleton and his church will be with us. That's right. And so they will be singing this upcoming Sunday also. So we're just going to have a good time. Like I said, it's going to be about an hour service, and we're just celebrating Jesus. That's what it's all about. All right. So let's give some shout outs, and then we're getting out of here. So y'all remember Sunday, invite some family members, invite some friends, and then we're going to celebrate Jesus. Y'all go home and then do your own thing and celebrate Jesus at home. All right, Timlin, happy holidays to everyone. Awesome. Yeah. Sean says New Birth Nation, NBN. Anyone else willing? Hey, let's give some shout outs here real quick. Merry Christmas. Yes. She says no camera ready, not camera ready today. Oh, she says hashtag give her a rain check. Oh, wow. All right. Sean says happy holidays. Pastor Keyshawn is on here. That's right. Happy holidays. I know he's at work cutting and taking care of his clients right now. I know Gloria Jones. Happy holidays to you also. Also, let me share this with you. I am going to be taking a break on Wednesdays, and I'm going to take off the month of January, and I'll be back the first Wednesday in February. Is that okay, everybody? I'm going to take a little break also from Wednesday noonday prayers. So just pray for me also. I'm going to take a little sabbatical, little break off for that month, and I will be back in February. But I want everyone to have a wonderful holiday season. Bethany says Jesus is the reason. That's it for this season. Yep. He is the real reason. You're right, for this season. Somebody else give you some shout outs before we go. I'm almost out of here. And I love you guys. Yeah, Simone's giving a heart symbol. That's right. How you do that? What is it? Mine looks like some goggles or something.
Yeah, man's didn't look right either.
But God bless you guys, and I trust that God will be watching over you and your families during this holiday season. All right. And who is that? Tamara Jones, I love you. And tell your sister, everybody, I said hello. And you all have a Merry Christmas also and a Happy New Year. And don't forget, New Year's Eve, we'll be celebrating the new year by taking it in the right way. I'm telling you, we're going to have a wonderful time. Now, we won't have service on New Year's Day. We will not have service New Year's Day. We will have service New Year's Eve from 10 p.m. to around 12. And then that will be it for that weekend. That's next weekend. All right, Simone, anything else you'd like to say?
Well, Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope to see you Sunday.
That's right. That's
And be
right.
careful with this weather it's up and coming weather.
That's right.
Be prepared.
What are we supposed to get? I haven't looked at it fully, but
Some freezing cold, maybe some snow and some ice, and I don't know, a whole bunch of different things.
wow. Well, yeah, everybody make sure you go get some bread and bacon and eggs or something, because y'all know how
Milk.
we act down here in Kentucky. We act like
Bread, eggs.
bread and eggs. That's it. But y'all be safe, stay warm, get some blankets, and take care of each other. We love you guys. Okay. All right.